right, welcome back to Top 5 Vinyl. Today I have Sean. How's it going, Sean?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. And before we get started, I have to say all that fun YouTube stuff. So make sure to subscribe, like, tell your friends. If you're looking for an interview, you can send an email to top5vinyl@gmail.com. And with that being said, Sean, can you tell me growing up, was there a record player in the house?
Definitely, yes.
Mm,
Yeah, we
okay.
had I had one in my bedroom,
Mm,
and then my dad had his system out in the living room.
okay.
Yeah.
Who was the bigger vinyl listener, you or your dad?
At the time, my dad he had a nice size collection, so it was definitely always going on.
Okay. Did you inherit any from your dad, or did you just was everything you own all yours, or how'd that work?
Everything I own is all mine. He still has his,
Okay.
so he still listens to it on occasion. At one point, he was going to give it to me, but then he decided last second, no, I want to keep these things. I want a little bit longer and spin
Right.
them. So yeah, he's
Okay.
got he's got a lot of great memories with those albums.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first vinyl record that you bought?
Um, Not that I bought. I remember the first like non-kids albums that I
Mhm.
got. I got them for my birthday, actually from my parents.
Okay.
I don't remember the first one that I personally bought.
Mm,
So like for my birthday one year, my first albums were Culture Club, Color by
mm,
Numbers, Michael Jackson's Thriller, and
mm.
Purple Rain by Prince.
Oh
That
wow.
was like a
Okay.
birthday present from my parents. Those are the first ones I remember getting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And when you were actually like at the peak of buying vinyl records, did you have like a favorite vinyl store or location to buy vinyl records from?
Well, I'm in Minnesota, outside the Twin Cities.
Okay.
So we got some great record stores here. Electric
Mm,
Fetus, which is pretty much nationally famous, if not world famous. So I'd love going there. And there's a couple others. Growing up, it was Sam Goody, Record Town, stuff like that.
mhm.
So yeah.
Okay. And on one trip to the record store, do you remember like the most records you ever walked out with?
Ooh, probably four or five, I'd guess.
Okay.
And then I go to records shows too.
Hmm.
Um, Go by, and I do sell sometimes at them. But I one record show I went to, you come out with 10, 12. Sometimes you pull some from the dollar. Some guys selling some dollar ones, but then there's the $50. Quite the variety of them. So yeah,
Right. Okay.
you get your streaks where you start spending a little more cash on them.
Right. Right. All right. Cool. And with this being top five vinyl, Sean, can you show me the fifth vinyl record that you have in front of you? Your number five.
Definitely, definitely. This one I've always been a big fan of, but it's one of those albums. I got three kids; they're all adult children now, and we've got a wide variety of musical tastes in
Hmm.
this family. But this is one group, one album that everyone will agree on that we want to listen to, and that'd
Hmm.
be Queen.
Hmm. Okay.
And this one I chose greatest hits, obviously, because it's got everything on it. From Bohemian Rhapsody to Another One Bites the Dust, We're the Champions, and all the anthems and stuff on it. So again, it's a band my dad listened to. I listened to it. Now my kids listen to them.
Nice.
They're just phenomenal group. Absolutely
Any
love their
is
albums.
is there any artwork on the back of that thing?
Uh, on this one, this is a Japanese press.
Okay.
Let me pull it up. So it's just got the typical
Hmm.
song listings and the pictures of the band and stuff on it. This one being a Japanese pressing, it's got the fancy obi strip on it
Yep.
that they're known for. And then it does have a couple extras inside, a couple inserts. This is the actual original sleeve that's got all the album covers on it from
Hmm.
each, from their greatest hits.
Okay.
And then they do include extra inserts in Japan.
Hmm.
So I've been really into buying Japanese pressings lately too.
Hmm.
So I've been upgrading all my old stuff into buying these, and this has got all the lyrics. It's
Hmm.
a nice, quite large fold out.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's actually a book. It wasn't a fold out, but yeah. So
Wow, that's nice. Okay.
yeah, it's cool. This one's cool because everything's in English and Japanese on it too. So
Hmm.
uh, obviously I can only read half of it, but
Right. Right.
but yeah, it's iconic, iconic group, iconic album. Absolutely love everything about it, and
Mhm.
it's one of those albums that keeps me and my family into the music and listening together.
Right. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay. All right, cool. That was your number five. Let's go ahead and take a look at your number four.
Number four is the most modern album of uh, that I have, and that'd be the Foo Fighters,
Mm,
Color and Shape. My favorite Foo Fighters album, and it's got my favorite song by them. Um, this is the one that this is their second album, kind of put them on the map for me.
mm-hmm,
Um, Good late 90s rock album. It's got stuff. My favorite song of theirs of all time would be Everlong.
mm,
Really famous one. And then several others like My Heroes on this, Monkey Wrench, among others. But this is, for me, this is one of my, when I think of 90s rock, early 2000s rock, the Foo Fighters are it. And they're so huge today. So,
mm.
yeah.
Okay, cool. That was number four. Let me ask you randomly, of your five, have you seen any of these live?
Yes. Three of them.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Including the Foo Fighters. Yep.
Nice.
And we were fortunate enough, my son and I were able to see them before Taylor Hawkins passed away a little over a year ago. So,
Okay.
yep, seen these guys once, phenomenal. One of the best concerts I've ever seen.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
So that was your four. Let's go ahead and take a look at your number three.
Number three is completely different from everything else in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just throw it up. Louis Armstrong.
Okay.
What a Wonderful World.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite song of all time.
Mm.
Everything about Louis I've got a wide eclectic mix of music that I love, anything from classical to hard rock, metal, hip hop, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, as ever since a kid, this is one of my favorite songs of all time, is What a Wonderful World. This particular one's got has a lot of different great songs on it besides that, like Dream a Little Dream of Me, Cabaret are kind of the three probably most popular ones.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a great one. Played in the morning when you're just kind of relaxing, waking up for the day, or if you're trying to settle down at night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Such a great album.
Mm-hmm.
Love Louis. Absolutely love him.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was your number three.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your number two.
Number two. This is the besides Queen, this is one of the bands that really got me into rock. It'd be Def Leppard.
Okay.
Hysteria, iconic album. Released right after their drummer Rick Allen lost his arm, so it's completely different sound from anything else they've done in the past. Just big anthems, great ballads on it. When this came out, this is a Japanese pressing as well. I actually have like 4 copies of this.
Oh wow!
I got the original one I got as a kid, which has a lot of skips on it at this point because I played it constantly. And then over the years I've upgraded, and I've finally got to this one, which is like a beautiful pressing, absolutely beautiful pressing, and just sounds amazing. And so there's several songs on this, like cover to cover, won't stop the album for anything.
What's on the back of this thing? Anything interesting?
Yeah, pull it out of here.
I'm just curious because it has the Japanese on it also.
Yeah, it's got the Japanese on there too.
Yeah.
It's just the artwork.
Okay.
Again, and song listings are kind of at the bottom, but this one also has the inserts in it, kind of like the other one I showed, like the Queen album. So it's got, here's the song listings in Japanese and in English on it, and then the track listings are throughout the rest of it.
Okay.
And the credits are all in Japanese as well. So
gotcha.
Yeah. And just also the artwork on these.
Yeah.
They were known for their artwork on their albums, especially this one and like Adrenalize and a couple of their other albums. So just amazing artwork. Sometimes makes you wonder what they were thinking when they made some of these. But
right.
If you listen to the music, you kind of get where it's coming from. So, yep.
All right, cool. That was your number two.
Number two.
And on for the grand finale. What do we have?
Grand finale, my favorite album of all time, my favorite artist of all time, some of my favorite songs of all time, Purple Rain. Yep. Yep. Again, this is another one I've got like 5 copies of this. I got my original, again, just like the Def Leppard. The original one I had as a kid. This is the first album I got from my parents. I've just continually upgraded this one.
Now, if you had to guess, favorite song on the album?
Favorite song on the album? Well, I love the song Purple Rain, but I also do love Take Me With You.
Okay.
Just something about that. And Maybe You're a Star. Those are probably my 3 favorites. on the album. And this one's cool. I'll open this one up here too. You can see, actually, I bought this at a record store back in the late 90s.
Okay.
Called No Name Records, which was in downtown Minneapolis. They don't exist anymore. But I bought it, 25 bucks back in the late 90s was actually when I bought it. I remember going, this is kind of spendy album. Wasn't sure if I should buy it, but I had to get it. It was my favorite album, and it was just super cool looking. So this one's actually got a lot of cool things. So the album itself looks similar to the US pressings. Everything about it looks the same except for the OB strip that's on it. But inside, which is pretty cool, here you got your liner notes, which was similar to the US stuff on it, and all the insert stuff that came in there. But this is like a mint copy of them. Actually still have the original poster in it, which hard to find. Most people tack these things up on their walls and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Might be kind of hard to see. It's just a nice. I thought about framing this and putting it up, but I decided I'm just going to keep it in there so I don't ruin it or anything like that at this point.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, but I remember when I got this album from my parents for Christmas. They didn't, they knew the songs Purple Rain and Let's Go Crazy, but they didn't know any of the other stuff.
Right.
And I was about 10 at the time, so I didn't know what a lot of the lyrics meant in some of this stuff. So when you hear a song like Darling Nikki, I remember playing it one time, and my mom happened to walk by my room, and she's like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, I just like the beat and stuff. I don't know what he's talking about,
Right.
But yeah, this, if you ask my kids, my family, anybody that knows me, they're like, you got to put Purple Rain in your top 5. I'm like, yeah, nice. Definitely. So
cool.
This was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah. Before we started recording, I was telling you my wife has 6 records hanging on the wall. That's one of them.
That's one of them? Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I think, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, someone's going to put some kind of Prince in there somewhere. Most people, even if they don't put them in a top 5 or top 10, they're like, yeah, there's definitely a Prince album or song that hits them in some way.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, Shaan, I want to thank you for sharing your top 5 with me.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This has been fun. This is fun. I love this. This is great.
Yeah, man. So yeah, as soon as we put it out there, I'll get in contact with you and send you the link and everything. But I just want to thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk to you again.
All right, have a good one.
Bye.
Thanks.